that's kind of funny in and of itself. Like, could you imagine today if like a company made a level editor to like satisfy some kids? I think I'm totally trapped in here. I have no idea how to get out. You can't dig right below you. I did not think this through. Am I dead? It looks like the game froze. Oh no, I crashed the game. Okay, well, let this be a lesson to you all. Think ahead. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we are checking out the Broderbund software classic known as Lode Runner. We have a nice little intro here, which will give me a chance to introduce this game. This is a classic game about running, about climbing ladders, about monkey bars, about digging, as you can see right there. This, by pure description alone, kind of sounds like a game about recess, like 6th grade recess. But no, it is, I believe, sort of like an Indiana Jones style treasure hunting game. You see the white, the player's character there, represented by the white little stick man. He's running around collecting pieces of gold. That's what those sort of red barrel-looking things are. They're actually gold, and our little fella here is going around collecting them. You can see he has no ability to jump, but he does have an ability to dig. It's kind of a weird way of digging. He just kind of like points at the ground and it evaporates. He doesn't actually physically dig. So, yeah, but the way you get past enemies in this game is you dig little holes that they fall into and they get trapped. It's kind of funny, actually. Like, it's weird. Like, look at that guy falling all the way down, then he's like, oh, I'm stuck, somebody help me, help me, this is a fate worse than purgatory, somebody for the love of God, don't just leave me here, and then eventually he crawls out. It's kind of like freezing them in carbonite or something like that. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this one. Now, I had originally wanted to play this one on the keyboard. This is an Apple II game, one of the few I've played for my channel, but I am trying to mix it up. Oops. Oh. I think I just lost on the very first... Yep, I lost literally the quickest possible... In the quickest amount of time you can possibly lose in this game. Okay, pro tip... When you start the game off, don't immediately dig a hole and fall into it. Turns out that's a bad strategy. Instead, we're going to actually try and capture some of these things and outwit these foolish guards. Boom, boom, good luck getting me. It is kind of fun to like dig holes and like trap these guys. It feels a little sadistic actually, because they can actually get trapped and squished when the ground in front of them, or that they're kind of trapped in, recovers, and if they're still in there. Now, they can actually go around and collect some of these gold blocks that you're supposed to collect. So if they do get them, the only way to get the gold blocks out of these dudes is to actually trap them, because they will drop any gold that they're holding onto when you trap them. Okay, so I did much better there than I did on my first life. I actually passed the level, and now we have like the world's slowest scrolling in and like zooming out bubble. I appreciate the effect that they were going for here, but it is remarkably slow, this sort of black circle that zooms in and out. Anyway, I had wanted to play this game on the keyboard because when I looked it up, it reminded me of some of those like really old DOS games that I remember playing as a kid. And I traditionally played all those games. Okay, we've trapped them all up there. Let's get out of here because that looked like a bad place to be hanging around. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to... Let's lure them up here and then go do our thing down there. Because, okay, here we go. Now we need to, like, actually dig a hole here. There we go. Anyway, this reminded me of old, like, DOS classic games that I used to play, and I definitely always played those on computer, or on keyboard, so I thought it would be appropriate to play this game on keyboard. But this is an Apple II game. I don't have an Apple II. When you play games on not the original hardware, sometimes the keyboard controls can be a little tricky. So, whoa! I did not mean to fall there. So you use the arrow keys to move around, but then it had this weird system where like left alt was dig right and right alt was dig left, which if it sounds like a weird control scheme, it definitely was. So I totally am playing this game on a joystick, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah. So, like, you know, there isn't a lot of context as to who your guy is or who these guys who are chasing you are. It's just stereotypical kind of simple video game stuff where, I don't know, they're just dudes and you're just dudes and you're all just doing your things. And I don't know why it's satisfying to trap them, but to see them just, like, stuck there helplessly being like, oh, I'm in a hole, somebody help me. It's kind of funny. I imagine they are some kind of, like, temple guards or something like this. As I say, there's not too much, you know, this in the game itself, it's not really clear who you are or what you're doing. On the game's cover box, it totally looks like you're kind of an Indiana Jones-esque type fellow. So I just imagine that you were some kind of treasure hunting dude. Now, there's a very interesting backstory in how this game came about. So bear with me for a sec. We're gonna go down. We're gonna take a trip down history lane. Now, this game was created by Douglas Smith, who was a University of Washington architecture student back when he created this game. Back when he created this game, it was much simpler than this version here, but it wasn't called Lode Runner, it was called Kong. I have no idea why the game was called Kong, but it was called Kong for some reason. Now, let's see. In 1982, he ported the game. He ported it to Apple II, actually, and I think other systems as well. But he ported it importantly to the Apple II. It was a black and white game at the time. It didn't support joystick controls. But nonetheless, he thought it was a pretty good game, and he submitted it to Broderbund, the company that would eventually publish this game. And he basically said, hey, do you guys, you know, yo dudes, would you like to publish my game? They sent him a one-word response, which was basically, thanks, but no thanks. They basically said, nope, we don't want to publish this game. It doesn't fit within our purview of, oh my god, the type of games. Oh, no, stay away. Fall in that hole, you idiot. Those guys are like so intent on like attacking me. I can dig a hole right in front of them, and they just have red in their eyes. They're staring right at me. They're like, you son of a, we're going to kill you. And they just run right into the holes without even realizing. If you're that enraged at someone that you're running into holes that are literally being dug right in front of your face, maybe you ought to calm yourself down a bit. Ask yourself why you're really chasing this guy. Is it for him or is it for you? Do you have like some issues that you need to work through? You know, figure all that stuff out. Anyway, going back to history, Broderbund initially was not interested in this game, and they sent a one. Anyway, going back to history, Broderbund was initially not interested in this game, and so Douglas Smith, he decided to continue working on the game. Undeterred, the game was called Minor at the time, and he kept going. He borrowed money so that he could buy a color monitor and a joystick. Hey, look, those two guards over there seem to be stuck. Look at them. They're just like hanging out by the ladder, not doing anything. Whoa. Oh, I thought the other ones got stuck too. Okay. So this is interesting. Let's try and trap as many of these guys as we can. Okay. Well, we're going to go like this. Look, they're just like falling from the sky. If they get killed in the blocks, they fall from the sky. Very interesting stuff. Anyway, undeterred, good old Douglas Smith went ahead and continued to develop this game, adding the color and the joystick support. He then sent the new prototype off to 4 publishers, asking them if they would like to publish his game. And included in those publishers were Broderbund again, also a company called Sierra, which you may recognize from other playthroughs that we've done. Okay, one of these guys has gold that we need to get at. So let's try and figure out who. Not him. Is it him? No, it's going to be this last guy. Oh no, they already dropped gold. Way over there. Okay, they're all like dropping down like commandos on me. Oh my god. Okay, now comes the high-level strategy. How do we get over to that last piece of gold without getting killed? Like this, yo! Run! Okay, now we got to get all the way up to the top. So I'm thinking... Oh man, oh no. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Ah, they got me. Son of a bitch. They cornered me. So it turns out that once he added color and joystick controls, now everyone was interested. So all 4 publishers that he sent the game off to went ahead and showed interest in the game. And interestingly enough, he decided to go with Broderbund, the company that had originally rejected him. He wanted, I guess he just really wanted to work with them. Now, Broderbund was a huge company at the time. They did things like, I believe, Prince of Persia and many other classic titles that are very well known. So it's not too surprising that he wanted to work with them. But it's a little surprising, again, given that they had rejected him already. But hey, you know, this game ended up being a wild success and a classic video game. So, I mean, you can't fault him for... Oh, man, I flew through like levels 1, 2, and 3 there. Now I'm just getting brutally stuck. But yeah, anyway, so the rest is history. Now, when he got this game accepted with Broderbund, they basically said, we want you to enhance the graphics a little, because he didn't have these smooth running animations as characters sort of moved between blocks, so he had to work on that. That's fine. But one other thing that they said is they wanted 150 levels in this game. That's right, this game includes 150 levels. Now, maybe it's just me, but that seems like a hell of a lot of levels. It's good, actually, really good for the consumer. But, I mean, imagine, like, that's a lot of levels the guy had to produce. Interesting little side story here, too, is that guess how he came up with 150 levels? Well, basically, he was having local kids in the neighborhood. There we go. We passed it. He was having local kids in the neighborhood beta test this game as he was developing it. And at the request of these kids, he actually made a level editor. So, I mean, that's kind of funny in and of itself. Like, could you imagine today if, like, a company made a level editor to, like, satisfy some kids? Uh-oh. I think I'm totally trapped in here. I have no idea how to get out. You can't dig right below you. I did not think this through. Am I dead? It looks like the game froze. Oh no, I crashed the game. Okay, well, let this be a lesson to you all. Think ahead. So, turns out that it is possible to crash this game. I had no idea. I thought it would have just killed me, but I kind of dug myself into a rut there, and I had absolutely no way of getting out. So, back to level 1. That's a shame, because I felt like I was doing pretty well at this game, but... Anyway, with 150 levels, we definitely know that we're not going to make it to the end of this game, but... I'm going to use my newfound skills from, like, getting to the farther levels to, like, ace these early levels. I wonder if on every stage it's, like, the same 3 guys who are chasing me. They're like, oh my god, this guy, he just doesn't give up. He just keeps stealing all our gold. Or if it's, like, 3 different guys every level. Like, what is the backstory here? Is it the same guys or different guys? Oh, no! Oh, man, that guard turned back at the last second. That was a huge mistake, buddy. Huge mistake. Here you go. You're going to fall right in there, you idiot. Now I'm just going to run over you. It's a funny game. I do really, really, really wish I had the ability to jump. I feel like I should be able to jump, but I don't know why. Oh, what is that? Oh, that was a bad guy spawning. Ew, he like grew out of the ground. That's bizarre. So, yeah, the level editor, this game actually shipped with a level editor. Another notable thing about this game is it was one of the first games to include a level editor. So, if you had an idea for like a fun map, you could totally go and make it. I can't dig there. Damn it. Okay, so those solid parts are, I believe, bedrock or just some kind of material you can't dig through. So, lesson learned, don't just hang out in those areas, or you may get killed. Alrighty here. But yeah, could you guys imagine like a modern company just testing things with like neighborhood kids? Like I know companies run open betas and stuff these days, but that's a far cry from like just getting the neighborhood kids to test your game out. Seems so random. Like these kids were tastemakers. Oh my god. They may not have realized it at the time, but like their opinions would shape this game. Uh-oh. Get away. This kind of feels like Pac-Man in a way. Fall in there. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just bail on this. Oh my god, they're relentless. Get away. I feel like if I could actually sort of predict where these guards were going to go, I could develop some higher level strategies, but as it is, I'm just kind of like flying by the seat of my pants here. Oh my god. This is trouble. This is a lot of trouble. Damn it. One thing I don't like is when you die, all the gold gets reset. So see, I was only 2 gold pieces away from passing that level, but it's all going to be reset now. Very disheartening. My poor Lode Runner dude. What the hell is a Lode Runner, by the way? We've talked a lot about sort of the development of this game. Oh my god. But what is a Lode Runner? It's kind of a weird word when you think about it. So this game was originally called Kong. There's not a single monkey in it, so I have no idea where the word Kong comes in. Then it was called Miner. Miner makes a little sense. You're like in some caves, you're trying to get gold. Okay, I understand Miner. But Kong doesn't make any sense. And then Lode Runner. I have no clue what a Lode Runner is. Okay, we gotta do this quick. Oh my god. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, trap these 2 dudes. There you go. And we got this. Oh yeah. We got this. Boom. Oh, you just have to get to the top of the screen, so you can pass the level, interestingly, on the far left there. Huh. I thought you had to climb the new ladder that spawns to get to the top of the level, but I guess not. Interesting. So did you guys ever play this game growing up? Did you ever make any levels for this game? I can imagine it being quite fun to try to make levels, mostly to see how, like, your friends and relatives do on your levels. That was always the fun part of video games, when you could like actually make your own level, is like making a level to try and like mess up your brother, your cousin, or something like that. It was always a fun part of gaming. I love games that have level editors. When I was growing up, I was, you know, as I said before, I really like games like Warcraft and StarCraft. One of the reasons I think I like those games so much is they had really good level editors. Oh god, come on! He like caught me by my heel like a zombie crawling out of the grave. What a jerk. Lode Runner. You know what? It sounds like a computer program. A Lode Runner. It like loads and runs games. Or like somebody who's running around with a bunch of materials or something. I don't know. So, no! Don't you hate it when your plans backfire? So what is the end game here for good old Lode Runner dude? What's he really trying to accomplish? He just wants money. He's kind of like the original Wario. We played Wario not too long ago, and he was just interested in money. Now this is like the original Wario. All he cares about is the gold. Doesn't care who he hurts, who he has to steal from. Ooh, oh my god. Okay, we gotta trap some of these dudes. Get rid of them. And run. Trap him. It's hilarious that you like use them to fill ditches and then run over them. You like run over their trapped bodies. You go in there. Psych! I got all your gold! Run! Now I think in other versions of this game, so this was widely ported to things like Commodore, like NES. I believe the Commodore version only had 32 levels. The NES, I think, had 50. You know, the whole 150 levels thing, I know it was for Apple, for sure. It might have been the DOS version also had it, but I know not every version had it. I believe all the versions had level editors, although don't quote me on that 100%. Oh man, I'm just like outrunning them. They're like getting all confused on the ladders. I'm like, see ya. Just gonna take all your gold. They can't even get to like, oh, they've been dropping gold like crazy. They're like each holding a piece. They keep dropping it. Okay, so we do have to go over here. I'm gonna have to like trap each and every one of these guys. Oh god. Still like this. This is just not gonna work. There's too many of them. Okay, he got killed. We iced one guy. Now we can get over there. He's like, Geronimo! Ah, damn, the guy's gone. And then he fell into a ditch and died. That's funny. Oh, God. You do not kill me. Do not kill me. I've come too far for you to kill me. That's the worst when you get, like, to the end of one of these levels and the guy just goes, "Nyeh," and, like, pokes you and kills you. So do you guys have any random memories of really old games that you used to play on the computer growing up? As I say, this isn't one that I've necessarily played before, but it kind of reminds me of like old DOS-era games that I would like play at my cousin's house or something. I do remember like when I was a kid, I was like fascinated by video games, but I was like really confused by them too. Like I didn't understand them very, very much. I think the first time I played like the Gianna Sisters or whatever, which is like a Mario ripoff, I thought it was awesome, but like I didn't understand that it was a Mario ripoff. Like I didn't understand what video games were necessarily. Like I was just like a little kid. And I feel like video games were so magical when you were like really, really little. Like this game totally would have sucked me in when I was a kid because I would have just become obsessed with like the minutia of like how to beat the levels and stuff, even though it's like such a simple concept. So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have memories like that of games that are sort of very, very magical when you're a kid? Even though, like, looking back at it today, like, we can look at this as adults and be like, well, it's a pretty simple game. You just kind of have to move the enemies around. You have to kind of plan your attack and so on and so forth. But, okay, I don't even know how to get that one block at the bottom. We trapped ourselves and killed ourselves last time, but that may be the way that this level goes, because I don't 100% know what to do. Okay, we have like a lot of time here, so let's figure this out. Do like this, and like this. Oh no! Can I? No. None of these guys are like following me. There we go. Look, they're all like just trapped over there on the left-hand side, just chilling out, chillaxing. They're in no rush to get me. They're like, yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, he wants our gold, but who doesn't? Let's just give him a chance. Let's not be jerks about this. Like, okay, look at this one over here. Like, how am I supposed to get that? Do I have to, like, dig from, like, way up here? Oh, shoot, I trapped myself. No, 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 don't kill me. Don't kill me, dude. Don't kill me. Ah, damn it. Totally dead. I don't know. Is it possible to climb out of those holes once you get in? I have no idea. I think I'm using all the buttons. How would you get that? I just want to see something for a sec. Oh man, he's totally going to get me too. Is it possible? I don't know if it is. I don't know if I might not have the Lode Runner chops to like beat this level, which is okay if that's true, but okay, hold on. Let's just try this. Oh shoot, I can't get in there now. Damn it, get away. Be trapped in your own prison. Your own prison of feelings. There you go. Okay. Now, nope, that didn't work. Man, you must really have to dig down deep to get to there. Like seriously, like how would you get that? I'm like using all my brain power here. I swear I must be missing a button. There's no way that it wants you to like, what the heck? I'm so confused. You would have to dig down from like really, really far to get that. Like, does it want you to do like this? There's no way. Oh god. He like landed on me. Well, I might not know how to beat this level. And if that is the case, that's okay, because I've kind of started to run out of things to talk about. And I feel like, you know, so for those of you who've been following me, my sort of quest here to play through 1001 games, it's not necessarily to like play every game definitively. Oh yeah, I'm totally trapped there. I'm totally dead. This might freeze the game. Is it going to freeze it? No, it's just going to kill me. Okay, that's okay. So my quest here is not to play through every game definitively, but to try to get a flavor of each game, to check it out from like a relatively modern perspective and see what is this game like, and if you were to try it for the first time, what would the experience be like, and so on and so forth. So I feel like we're kind of getting that already. So yeah, let's start to wrap this up. Let's think about for a sec what we've learned here today. And I think what we've learned is that if you are susceptible to recently dug holes as a form of defense, then you may be too aggressive in your desire to capture your enemies. You should always be able to like avoid a very obvious trap. Oh, whoa! What the heck? I fell through the wall there. Whoa! I like fell through that wall too. What is happening? Are those like glitches or traps or? Huh. That really confuses me. Okay. Well, let's just do this. I still have no idea how to get that one piece of gold. I wish I could jump. If I could jump. Imagine I could jump and I just didn't figure the button out. I'm pretty sure you can't jump in this game. Oh man, I'm like so dead here. Okay, well we can do that. Just like, is it like you have to dig down like super deep here? Let's just see. See if we can do it. Yeah. No, okay, we can only get down to like there. Oh, but look! Boom! Oh, we did it! We used our brains, our brainiums. Okay, so we got that one. I think I can get those two up there without much problem. You just gotta like do this, I think. And then like this. Okay. Oh man, if we pass this level, I'm gonna be super impressed. I'd kind of given up on trying. I was like, well, let's just start wrapping up. Let's be done with this now. The only trick with this one is like, I'm pretty sure I'm about to get trapped here. Okay. Oh, shoot! I was pressing the wrong dig button. Oh, damn it. Are you able to dig while you're on a ladder? That would actually significantly help me. Hold on, let me just test that out. No, you can't dig while you're on a ladder. How do you get this one? Doesn't make any sense. Because, like, you can do this, but then you're kind of like... You're just screwed. You're trapped. Oh, I did dig while I was on a ladder there. Okay, hold on. I just want to know for, like, my own peace of mind how it is that you're supposed to do this. Okay. So you can kind of, like, dig while you're on a ladder here. Whee! But it doesn't really, like, do you any good. Unless... No. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Let's just get this and, like... Oh, we're totally going to be screwed here. Because, like, there's no block that's going to kill us. But there's no way out. Okay. I think there's a button to suicide, but I'm not even going to bother to try to look it up. So, pros of Lode Runner. It is a very simple, intuitive game. Has some interesting game mechanics. It kind of follows the, like, chase 'em genre that, like Pac-Man and, like, Burger Time and, like, lots of sort of old classic games followed. It has a level editor, which is kind of cool. The cons are that it feels a little limited in that you can't jump and stuff. It's a very simple concept game. If you're not interested, I would almost rank it more of like a puzzle game. It's sort of like a, it's more of a puzzle game than Pac-Man. In Pac-Man, there's no question about how to get all the pellets, but in this game, you kind of have to use some strategy. As we saw in this level here, I kind of got stumped in terms of how to get some of the items or some of the gold. It is kind of satisfying when you figure it out. But it is, if you're not interested into sort of the puzzle genre, if you're just interested in platformers, this may actually not be for you necessarily. So, is this a game I would recommend that people play before they die? Sort of. I would rank this one just a maybe, because it is an older game. It does have sort of limited mechanics and limited gameplay, so it's not the type of game that's going to suck in tons of people these days. But, for its place in history, especially its kind of interesting development history and having one of the first level editors, I think it's interesting and it's sort of worth knowing about. So even if you don't play this game, hopefully you found it entertaining to kind of watch and check out, and it brought back some old memories for you. So that's all I have to say for today, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a like, give it a subscribe. I'll be back in a couple days with a new video and a new game. And until then, take care of yourselves. All right. Peace. Imagine this actually happened to you. Like somebody showed up in your house and just started running around collecting stuff. And you're like, hey, get back here, you dick. And he was like running around faster than you could stop him, like like zooming past you and your family. And you try to stop him, and he's just like, "See ya." This game, it feels like you're this like wily little jerk who's just like running around stealing everyone's stuff. That's kind of fun. Kind of a fun game.